I've never been a confident guy. I was the type of person who admired from afar, too shy to approach anyone, let alone her. Emma was everything I wasn't. Popular, beautiful, effortlessly charming. She was the kind of girl every guy in school dreamed about. And I was no exception. The only difference was I was going to do something about it. I'd heard stories of ancient magic, love potions, spells that could change fate. Most people would laugh it off, but I was desperate. Desperate enough to try anything. I spent weeks searching online, and after a series of sketchy websites and strange chat rooms, I found it. A recipe for a love potion. It seemed harmless enough. A few herbs, some moonlit water, and a drop of my own blood. That night, under the dim glow of my desk lamp, I mixed the ingredients, the concoction swirling a deep crimson in the glass vial. My heart raced as I whispered the incantation, feeling ridiculous but determined. If this worked, Emma would notice me. She would love me. The next morning, I slipped the potion into my backpack, heart pounding in my chest. I planned to give it to her after class, just casually offer her a drink like it was no big deal. But the universe had other plans. At lunch, my hands trembled as I reached for the vial, preparing myself for the moment. But in my nervousness, I knocked it over, directly onto myself. The liquid soaked into my shirt, the strange scent of herbs and something metallic filling the air. I tried to wipe it off, but it was too late. The potion was absorbed into my skin, and I immediately felt different. First, it was subtle. A strange warmth spread through my body, like a soft electric hum under my skin. My fingers tingled and my heart raced, but I told myself it was just nerves. Then, over the next few hours, things started to change. My clothes felt tighter. My voice, once slightly deeper, became softer. My reflection in the bathroom mirror looked different. My face seemed smoother, my eyes wider, my lips fuller. Panic surged through me. But before I could comprehend what was happening, my body continued to shift. It wasn't just physical. My thoughts were different too. The more I changed, the more comfortable I felt. The anxious, awkward guy who had stumbled through life seemed to fade away, replaced by someone new, someone confident, someone feminine. By the end of the day, I wasn't the same person who had woken up that morning. I looked in the mirror and the girl staring back at me was me. Long, flowing hair, soft curves, and a face that wasn't just pretty. It was beautiful. Panicked at first. Who wouldn't? I tried to hide it, avoid everyone, but that didn't last long. The strangest part wasn't just the way I looked. It was how I felt inside. The more I tried to fight it, the more I realized something inside me had shifted. My thoughts were becoming, well, more girly. I found myself caring about things I never had before. How I looked, how I talked, how I moved. And then there was the way I started noticing boys. Especially one in particular. Jason, the school's star athlete. I had barely noticed him before, but now, every time he walked by, my heart fluttered. At first, I thought it was just the potion messing with my mind. But the feelings didn't go away. In fact, they got stronger. One day, Jason smiled at me, and my whole world flipped upside down. He started talking to me, flirting, and before I knew it, I was laughing and blushing like some lovesick girl. But the crazy thing was, I liked it. We started hanging out more after that. I found myself waiting for his texts, looking forward to seeing him in the halls. I wasn't just pretending anymore. I was changing inside and out. I liked being around him, feeling his arm around me, the way he made me feel special. And then one night everything changed. Jason invited me to one of his parties. It was just like in the movies, the cool kids, loud music, people dancing and having fun. But all I could think about was him. We ended up in his room, just the two of us, and I couldn't deny it anymore. I didn't just like Jason, I wanted to be with him. And he wanted me too. That night we kissed, and it was like everything clicked into place. The awkward boy who had once been too shy to even talk to a girl was gone. In his place was someone new. Someone who belonged. I don't know if the potion's effects were permanent. Maybe one day I'll wake up and everything will go back to how it was. But the truth is, I don't care anymore. I've stopped fighting it. I'm happy now, in a way I never thought I could be. The potion didn't make Emma fall in love with me. Instead, it showed me who I really was. And for the first time in my life, I'm not afraid to be myself.